Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to add a command that will display your messages one character at a time in a slow scroll. In this code, I'm going to use the delay command that we made in the last video. So you actually don't have to watch any of these videos. You could just copy paste the code and use it. But I'm going to kind of show you how I'm writing it step by step here. So we already have this command called delay, where you give it a number and it will pause in the running of your code for that amount of milliseconds. So 1500 is 1.5 seconds. And the way that delay works is we're going to try sleeping for a minute, and then we're going to catch any errors that happen so that they don't crash the computer. So our new command is going to just be called print. And instead of saying system.out.println, I'm just going to say print like this. And the input is the message that we want to print. And then I'm going to have a comma, and I'm going to have a delay amount. So maybe 300. All right, so this is in red right now because we haven't actually defined a command called print. So you can copy paste the code, and you can paste it after the closing brace of main, or you could type along with me. So we're going to say public static void print, and print is the name of the command we're making. And we're going to have two inputs. The first input is a string, which is the message that we want. And the second input is a number, which is how much we're going to delay after displaying each character. So first we're going to define a string, which I'm going to call message. And then second, I'm going to define an int called just delay, or let's call it amount. Just in case you're wondering, this word amount has nothing to do with this word amount over here. These are two separate variables that right now have nothing to do with each other. They just happen to have the same name because I thought it was a nice name. Okay, so print. I'm going to type some code, and then I'm going to tell you what it is. So string letter message dot split. And then this is just two double quotes, but there's nothing in between. No space, no nothing. And then I'm going to print letter, and then I'm going to run the delay command for amount. Okay, so this is the command. So what this is doing is I'm taking the text that's the input, called message, and I'm splitting it into individual characters. And so what the split command is doing when I give it just empty quotes here is it's just taking each letter one at a time and making a list out of them. And then for each letter one at a time, I'm assigning each of those letters to this variable called letter. So this is a loop, and what the loop is doing is it's just looping over each letter from my original message one letter at a time. And I'm just going to display it one letter at a time. But after I display it, I'm going to run my own delay command. So this right here is running that command down there. And I'm going to delay for whatever amount I'm supposed to delay for. So let me show you what this looks like when we run it. I'm going to replace this with print. Replace this with print. I don't know if 300 is going to be too fast or too slow, but we'll soon find out. So you can see this is a much slower reveal. Welcome to Dungeon of Cake. This is maybe a little bit too slow, but hopefully you can see this is going to make your game a lot more exciting than just the unceremonious display of print statements. So if you want to just use this, go ahead and copy and paste these two methods, which I'll put in a paste bin for you. Otherwise, you can go ahead and type it along. I hope this makes your games better.